Welcome to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
I'm Rebecca Plum, your big sister.
And I'm Shaun Surha, your GBF.
We're not that hot or that young.
But we believe it's a state of mind that helps us build adaptable and profitable businesses.
We rely on the support of our design besties to get through each day.
So let's explore the emotional, practical, and humorous sides of being interior designers.
Welcome to the club.
Hey, Shaun.
What's up, Rebecca?
I feel like I'm having too many accessories on my head right now, but it's just, it has to happen.
It's like just one. Oh, it's the glasses too, probably.
The glasses are a lot with the headphones, and I have to wear a hat because I didn't wash my hair and couldn't recover it. So it feels like I'm wearing a space helmet or something.
Okay, but that plummy purple Studio Plum Interiors branded baseball cap.
Yes.
Beautiful.
My little
gorgeous
branded
colors.
hat.
Hotties, if you're on the pod, you won't hear it. But if you watch we do the full episodes on YouTube, you can see it.
Well, you can see them on Spotify and iTunes too, right?
But it doesn't just play the video if you're driving around,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Mine won't do that.
Mine does.
Is it the Tesla or is it playing on your phone?
It plays on my phone.
Okay. I was like, wait.
Oh, it's
Does
not
it show
on
on
the
GPS?
screen.
Could you imagine how distracting we would be while people are driving and we're on their nav screen? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think they're
But you
allowed
can
to
do
that.
it, but no, not while it's moving. But nice hat, baby.
Thank you. Okay. So
We're
what's
gathered here
happening?
today.
We're fully in summer.
Oh, the minute that I could tell all the schools were out, it was the immediate noise level of the neighborhood changed dramatically.
It
Like
went
that
up?
evening noise. Oh yeah.
But then the traffic
All the
goes
bikes
down.
and that. I do like that.
Yeah.
I love the morning drive-in. It's
So
more
much
peaceful.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been beautiful.
It's so weird. People are just driving their kids all over the place. It's so weird to me. I guess it's the timing of everybody is on the same, closer to this. Everyone's doing the drop off and going to school, work at the same time. Maybe that's what it is. But it's why are the
everybody syncs up.
freeways busier? Yeah, it's weird.
It's just
I mean,
the
here,
joys of
we have
parenthood.
Sac State that you drive by. I know that.
We're
Kind
just
of figuring it out every day. And now, Cecily's at the age where she's like, Mom, what's the plan tomorrow? What's my schedule?
girl, what is your schedule? You tell me what your schedule is.
Well,
Is
she
that too
wants
soon?
me to tell her that I'm leaving her home alone and she can just fuck off all day.
Nar.
But I don't want to give her the satisfaction of knowing that in advance, even if it is what the plan is.
Well, because then she has time to start planning with her friends.
Or not doing the chores that I asked for that evening because she's going to kick the rock to tomorrow or try to.
All the way down. Yeah.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's
The parenting of it all.
it's too much.
The parenting? Yeah. Girl, why do you think I'm not interested?
I know. And I'm definitely in a sweet season where she can't just take off.
Yes.
And also she's not on me every second. So yeah, Godspeed to you guys with littles. Those were the not so
Could
good
not
old
be-
days.
Could not be me. And not in I don't mean it in a, I don't like kids way. I just mean it in a, man, I do not want to sacrifice that
It's a lot to factor in.
time. Every parent I talk to, not in a bad way, but they're just hey, this is a big chunk of my time and my life. And then I feel it's also probably is too, this sweet spot you're talking about is where a lot of contemporaries around us are right now too. We all kind of have friends in or around I'm 41, you're 50. We're kind of having friends who are getting older kids and getting freedom right now.
My friends' kids are graduating from high school. I'm way behind.
And they're about, I don't think, well, behind
do you know how
compared
many
to where they're
graduation
at, but not.
announcements I got in the mail this year? So many.
But you were off cycle from family building a
No, yeah,
little
I'm
bit
10
from your
years off.
peers.
I'm 10 years
I
off.
wonder, but I feel like that probably gave you a lot of,
I front loaded.
yeah, like you did a lot of career push early.
A
And
lot of good
then
that did me, but yeah.
I know that, but I still think it did do a lot for you. Like,
Yeah, it's just different. I mean, I
you're probably
definitely
better
have a more
regulated now.
established career than my friends that didn't prioritize that because they had little babies then, but also just different priorities, which no right or wrong. Yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend it. It's just different. Like, yeah, I did a lot more in my 30s, like fun stuff, but it's harder to be older with young kids.
And to like, I'm sure it's isolating too. Like if you don't find people around you or you don't naturally have people around you with kids, it's like, what do I do? Because I'm thinking about like my nephew where it's just like, if it's not his cousins and it's not someone at school, there's not a lot of extra kids around. Like there isn't a lot of that added like social behavior with kids for him as an only child. And then my brother and sister-in-law also don't have a lot of friends with kids around them. Like a lot of them did the millennial route like I did. Like
Also, Cecily's just not, I mean, we're all just kind of the same, but she's not a more the merrier kind of kid either. So she doesn't want to have a million kids around her.
that's why we get along when I come up there, it's all chill. Like
Yeah, it's a
it
quiet.
has been from the very beginning. Like,
We have a quiet house, which
oh my
is
God.
by design. Yeah.
Go back to 2020 when you were like, okay, so she does this game where it's called Mermaid Family, but she does all the playing and then you get to be like a mermaid mom or a mermaid dad and you get to like be in the house. And then she brings the things to you and she's like, okay, now you're playing, you're going to stay here in the mermaid living room. And you're like, oh, okay.
But she'll
Like,
tell you, yeah, step by step what you're doing. But
and then
yeah,
I'm just sitting
there's
there
always some kind of
enjoying
family.
myself. Yeah, like she kind of narrowed in on like what's the way to get people to participate without
Well,
scaring
she
them
was
off?
surrounded
Like,
by old people, like between us and my parents. Like, we're not crawling around. I mean, I wasn't that old then, but yeah.
no, you weren't. No, but like
I
your
still
dad and your
didn't
mom
wanna
would
crawl
not have
around.
wanted to like. Yeah, they didn't want to like chase her in the backyard. They're like, why don't we watch you do somersaults? Like,
Yeah, let's play the everybody takes a nap game.
she is good at that. Honestly, it's so weird because you resist that urge. Like when I do see her, I'm gonna be I can't be that person who's like, I knew you when you were this big. Like, ugh, what an eye roll from a teenager. Like,
You can't help it though as an adult. Like you just when you see somebody through their whole life, like it doesn't happen to you till you're older and middle aged. Like you haven't unless you had younger siblings or something. But
no, yeah.
to realize like you've seen somebody's entire life is just weird.
And when you can watch, I guess it's probably the distance that I get on it is that there are huge shifts in development in not very long periods of time. Like,
Well, because you're not
when
seeing
you're there
like the updates very often. Yeah, because now she
Right.
also doesn't like she does not give consent to having her image on the internet, a quote unquote.
I opt out of sharing, like,
Which that's great, but also okay. Everyone I know is not here, so anyway,
like nobody will see this if
or see her. Like I realized, like, oh, I was just actually thinking about this the other day. I'm like, you haven't actually probably seen her in a long time, like even any visual of her.
you were down here for your birthday, and then I was in
Almost a year ago.
Sacramento, but she wasn't there when we went to the retreat in January.
Yeah, so that's like almost a year.
And then I think that's so crazy.
But and yeah, you're not seeing her.
But
on
then I
Instagram.
would like that's kind of she's not sharing. I only see what you share separately. Like
Yeah.
Your random grabbed moments that you text of like,
But she doesn't even let me even take very many pictures, just not for the internet. Like I like forced her to take last day of school pictures, like stuff like that.
I know. It's so weird because I know people are like, you really might want that later. And I do, like that does start to creep in where you're like, yeah, it is good. Like, do you ever, I feel like you should sneak in her, not sneak in, but like get some pictures of her room for you to keep because she might trash them or lose them. And you're like, hold on, I know I have some of those pictures of your stuff.
Yeah. Not now, but
she won't value it but you just like drop it in a little memory card in a keepsake box one day or something.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love having pictures of my old bedroom.
I know. I wish I had pictures of my Moroccan inspired bedroom from when I was 21. Like but it was definitely like a TJ Maxx Moroccan, you know?
You should ask your friends because somebody probably has them. Oh my God, I got this DM yesterday from my friend from high school who we catch up on Instagram or whatever sometimes. And she sent me or DM'd me a video. She's like, oh my God, my dad has been converting our VHS tapes to digital. And I instantly was like, oh no.
I already know.
What is it? It was a video. I thought we got out of high school unscathed. Like this is 1991 or 1992. Like we were not on social media. So
yeah.
I thought there was like limited documentation, which I mean there was, but it was a video from homecoming. And I guess I was probably a sophomore at this guy's house with like a huge party. I had made my own beer bong out of a oil funnel from the hardware store and a tube. And it's like 5 minutes of this party like trying to get me to do this beer bong. And oh my God, it was so
gosh.
funny and so embarrassing.
Are you glad you have it now though?
Well, I don't. It's like a video. She's on her phone recording her parents' TV. So I need to get the reel. But she says there's like an hour of footage of this party, which I had no memory of. So I do think could be like, unseen footage somewhere that are parts of our lives that you don't know that somebody has. So I do love that she sent it because I do think it's like a reintroduction to me on that day. Like I didn't remember myself that day.
When you were like 16?
Yeah, 15 or 16.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Man, there's a lot. Like, I know. Do you remember when, of course you remember, but like there were always like photographers at bars and events. Like when they would put on like certain nights, they would have like promoters there. And then like one of them, oh my God, this is like, I don't know if I've talked about this on the show, but like if you're in the know and you know, Tiger Heat was the name of the like, you could be under 18 and have a wristband and not get drink. No, you could be 18. No, you couldn't be under 18. You had to be 18 and you could get a wristband until you were 21. So they had like a mixed age club. And it was like
Tiger Heat's the name of the club?
Tiger Heat is the name of the night that would happen, like the promoter's night at the place, but it would move every a couple years. It moved, like it would shift around because the venue would change. And I'm positive that once AI takes over the world and can pull my face from all that stuff somewhere, that there's probably a ton of photos of me and my friends and people out there in the background of some of these photos. And I know we were like on the dance floors having a great time with each other. And like all that stuff is out there somewhere on somebody's phone, or like a promoter took a bunch of photos of an event and just put them somewhere. And like, where are all those now? Like some of them used to get up. This is like 2008. They would get uploaded from their like digital cameras onto the website and you could scroll through to find your friends. And I remember that being like, we made it.
Because they would I think they'd give you a QR code.
A QR in 2008?
Yeah, because we were using QR codes in marketing.
I don't remember them in 2008, but I'm not shocked if they were. Dang, invented in 94.
Yeah, I'm almost positive because that 2020, like COVID brought the QR code back. Like, so it was a thing that people tried to get the QR code to work for marketing, but nobody would do it because you'd have to have a separate app. And until like it all started integrating into the camera like it does now, then it like made a resurgence.
I agree.
Anyway, so you would think though that there's so many like celebrities that are in the same photos that you're talking about, and those haven't really resurfaced. Like, yeah, there's a database like an AI have not been synced and scrubbed.
They're not synced in together yet, no. Because, yeah, it would not be hard. It honestly is part of like having a, what do you call it? A surveillance state, basically.
Oh, yeah,
It's
like CCTV and stuff.
Before we got on, I was telling you about Pooky Lighting, who is like a favorite of so many of us. And I don't know how I feel yet, because this just came out like at the end of May and somehow it missed my radar, but they got bought by Visual Comfort. And I guess the short version is that they got bought by Visual Comfort. And so they're saying is Rohan Blacker is the founder of Pooky Lighting, and he made like a joint statement with Andy Singer, the CEO of Visual Comfort. And they were saying that the short version is Pooky continues to operate independently with their creative spirit and character and approach and all that, but with like a broader reach and resources of Visual Comfort, which is like a famous corporate line. And it could be absolutely true. It's just, I hope it's not like last rites for Pooky getting eaten up by the big like corporate thing, but it definitely feels
big
like
lighting.
it feels like they wanted to be eaten up by big lighting. Like,
can I just though say, not to be like shady, because I do love what they do, I feel like a little corporate manufacturing infrastructure could be helpful.
Yeah.
I don't always, like, couple gripes why I've never used them. Sorry,
Yeah.
the scale is not always where I want it.
On like what type of fixture? All of them?
All.
Yeah.
Unless you want something teensy, then sure, which I don't typically use. And also, like, I just haven't felt like the finishes totally match the price. So that could be helped by having a bigger manufacturing support.
Yeah. I agree that their metals getting a Visual Comfort upgrade, amazing. What I worry about is I love the diversity in their shades and all the fabrics and like that. And the color obviously is beautiful. And so it'd be a shame if they lost the range that's so lovely just for the sake of like corporate efficiency. Or
I would
now
hope,
like
though, that's like a value add for Visual Comfort, because they've been kind of trying to dip into, with their Schumacher collaboration and stuff to have more of a variation in their shades. So,
and the new color matching that we saw at market last time.
have you been able to figure out how to source that? Like, I've looked, maybe not extensively, but
I don't remember.
I don't know if it's
the
not
introduction
launched, but I could not find it last time I looked. Like, to actually buy it.
Do you have like a VC rep? You know who you could ask about it?
Literally every 2 weeks, it's a different story of how they operate, how they sell to designers, what if they're willing to like deign us with their presence, or if we have to drive to San Francisco because there's a showroom within 100-mile radius.
Yeah.
So I still buy from.
You know who might help you though is Jeannie Chung from Cozy Stylish Chic, who we had on before.
Yeah, I buy from VTalk. Vitosh?
Yeah.
Did we ever figure out?
Vitosh.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, ladies.
Sorry, Annie.
Who are wonderful, but it's just annoying. Like, Claire once had a $30,000 order and they still wouldn't open us.
It just doesn't it feel confusing, like from our side of things, just like if anyone from Visual Comfort is listening, it's really freaking confusing to keep up with what you guys are doing.
I mean, I'm
and
sure the
consumers
reps
might not
have their
have
own
a problem, but
frustrations. Well, consumers, sure, because they've been like really focusing on them. But I just heard recently in one of my designer meetings that they have a new trade program. And I think they're trying to tier it, like kind of like four hands, buy more, save more kind of a deal, like a lot of vendors. But which great. That's what you
we
should do.
love.
Yeah. Like the more
Yeah.
we buy, the better our pricing should be. But let us buy. Let's start with let us buy not at 15% off like we're Joe Schmo down the street.
That's the part that I think is starting to get really weird is like, I guess you know what it really is to me is it's probably like if this is my corporate conspiracy theory side comes out a little bit is if you're Visual Comfort, you would not want to say to a design audience or like to the broader world that we really don't want to be working with designers in the future because they kind of owe. I mean, let's be real. I feel like they owe Shay McGee for a lot of their presence right now. Like,
You think? Why?
I mean, I think she put them into a lot of spaces via her design. Like she was her
Amber.
and Amber and Four Hands honestly had a lot of their stuff put into early projects and really brought like even Noir got brought into more popular by way of their projects and like
Definitely I have clients now that definitely four hands as well, which it's a little problematic
yeah.
because it's like RH-ish, it's given RH.
And if you were this is like play out my conspiracy theory, your VC, your Visual Comfort, you know that you've watched what happens when consumers really know who you are and find you and know where to get you. And you're like, man, these designers, let's just see if we can like pretend we're not interested in them. Like, yeah, girl, we had a great date. I'll give you a call. And then it's kind of like, oh, hey, I got busy. Like, that's kind of the energy it could feel like.
Like we were their like OG fans and they're selling out and no longer talking to us at all, which
It's kind of fucked up.
it's kind of fucked up in it, but I also kind of get it, like from a straight business standpoint. But what happens when all the designers leave? Like what kind of impact does that have? Maybe not that much. I don't know.
I mean, I do think twice because of the buying. Like, I think twice about the buying environment for Visual Comfort of just like,
Well,
if I
I'd
don't
rather
have an
purchase
account,
from my accounts that are like favorable to us and supporting
right.
us. When it feels
Agreed.
like you're not supporting designer business, then it gets
And
I
there's
don't
no
love
like
it.
exclusivity to it anymore, which is like,
But also,
oh,
I
well, then
need
we're
to
kind of
grow
done.
my other
Like,
accounts. There's benefit for me to buy from Hudson Valley because they have an incentive. They've incentivized us to. So, from my business standpoint, like it makes sense still. Where otherwise, like Visual Comfort, my kind of philosophy with it right now is like, if I have to, or I can't find the thing anywhere else, I will buy from them because I can get a decent margin. But yeah, I'm not growing, like I'm not developing any like business strategies when I buy from them. I think their product's beautiful. Like it's not anything about their product. So that's interesting about Pooky. I mean, good for them. They are a great, like they've definitely like did something unique in the industry and
hopefully there's more of it.
yeah, and I'm like still have my eye on Schoolhouse, like
What's going on over
what's
there?
going on. Like there is a landing page on Hudson Valley, but there's no products
We
yet.
don't know what the line is going to look like yet.
No, but I would like some of those trade prices because that was the downside of buying from Schoolhouse before. Like I wouldn't because there's no pricing.
That just made me think of something. Who owned? Oh, Williams Sonoma owns Rejuvenation. I was trying to think of like, oh, I wish Rejuvenation was better, but Williams Sonoma Group doesn't care.
And it was the same
that.
thing. Like originally, Rejuvenation was its own little shop in Berkeley or whatever, or Portland. I think they started. Actually, I don't remember. And then they started growing.
Yeah,
but sometimes some of their stuff isn't all proprietary.
No.
Like they're California faucets. Their faucets are California faucets.
Yes. Yeah, you can find it. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you about that Pooky. The founder, he started a sofa company.
Oh.
Like at the end of last year. And the name of the company is called Splendid. SCHPLENDID. Splendid. And he had a sofa company before he founded Pooky. And this was like 20 whatever years ago, I guess. And then now he's returning back to it. And now I'm just like, oh, this is me, corporate side. Oh, he figured out the like creation to sale for Pooky of like what arc he had to do. And then you go look at the sofas and they are very English and they're cute and I'm sure they're gonna be marketed well. And I'm sure it's gonna get bought by Haven in like 3.5 years. Like
Where are they made?
Whatever the private equity company that owns Haven Lee. So yeah, Haven Lee's probably going to buy Splendid in like.
But Splendid looks like a consumer brand, no?
Wasn't Interior Define?
I'm sorry, but versus Pooky. Oh, they are made in London too.
Pooky was consumer brand.
Yeah, they had a showroom in High Point though. But Splendid is manufactured in the UK. So that's going to be a bigger...
It's like a whole thing.
Leap to get it over the pond.
Across the pond. But it wouldn't be...
strip a sofa, I mean. Like.
Yeah. Also, they're using a lot of like traditional upholstery methods, which I have to be real. I don't think this is controversial. I don't think most US buyers know what traditional upholstery feels like with cocoa coir and horsehair and like all down or like very little foam construction and spring construction. I don't think a lot of US furniture buyers have sat on traditionally upholstered types of furniture before. So they don't even really, I don't know. I feel like they don't really know
the quality.
Like, how do you know what you're getting? And then also they probably don't, they're not going to appreciate that. Like, we're very separated from
Not if it costs more.
And that's like that problem, right? Is we're just very separated from the value that these manufacturers and fabricators and everybody are putting into their work. We're so separated from it that it's just easy to boil it down to, well, but why is it more expensive? I don't want it, which is so sad because these are like dying arts.
But I think that's a general consumer viewpoint. I think we have the opportunity with our clients to educate them. I think that storytelling is going to be more and more impactful. I think that is something that our clients are going to be excited by if we're doing it right.
I agree. Because it's frustrating for I don't know what the right word is, but like even just a semi-informed consumer is going to be interested in going to the next level. Like, oh, well, but what would you put in your home?
Yeah, or why can't I just get on my own? I mean, I think it's just like, what are you bringing to me that I can't just do on my own? Like, I think that's where we're really valuable, as well as like anything that has the human story, I think is going to become more and more of a thing.
Especially with AI and all people. There's people who are using with their wallets. They're like, oh, well, I'm fighting AI by making sure I support small businesses.
And it's also like, if you're going to pay a little bit more and you're paying for a designer and your friends come over, you want to have a little nugget to share about, oh, this sofa's filled is horsehair. Like, like a story, I think. So it's not just
like, oh my God, this is so comfortable. Like, let me tell you what's inside.
Buy now on Wayfair. Like, that's who cares? There's no
like,
story.
oh yeah, we just got it. That end of the line is like, it's very much oh cool, you guys got a new couch. Yeah, it came on Thursday. And you're like, cool, I like it. And that's it. That is not the type of ideal client, I think.
Ooh.
Like,
yes.
It's beige, which is like 90% of Americans.
And I
Like,
think our ideal client, like if it's $4,000 or $5,000, like, you know, I think there
at
becomes
that
a
point,
point
yeah.
where it doesn't matter and they're not like if there's a reason for it and it's the value is correct, then I don't think they're going to nickel and dime stuff like that, especially if they get a cooler piece that they wouldn't have known about on their own or their friends are going to get a little story. And
Yeah.
it's comfortable and will last. And I don't know. So those are all the things. I'm always looking for little stories to tell clients because then I think my ideal client wants to have them.
I think they do want to
That's
know
actually a
that. I
cute
think,
idea I just thought of to give them
what's the
like a
idea?
little book, like a little story book of
Mm-hmm.
like, it could be like a cute little coffee table book or so. I'm just developing this in real
I'm
time
hearing
here.
it real time with you.
But like a little, like, could it be like written almost like a children's storybook, but like give it some sort of little bit of a shtick, but it's just like a cute little book, and maybe the sofa gets drawn like an illustration, which could be done kind of easily with AI, I think. And it's like the story of my sofa, and it just has a little bit, or like the textile that I put on your bed. Like I got it in Oaxaca. It was woven by this fourth generation family. The dyes are hand dyed
Yeah.
according to the pH level. It's different for each person dyer. Like it makes a change in the color depending on your human pH level when they're producing it. I don't know. There's all these little stories that I think could be packaged up in a cute way that
And if you're a full-time content creator, when you do video content at the end of the project and capture it, then you would walk around the house and tell some of those stories. So then you could also, no, I'm just,
well, yeah.
but like that is the story, where did this come from? Why is it here? Why did we go out of our way for it? What was so special? The stuff, like even for when you went to the Sacramento Flea with your clients and like gathered stuff and bought stuff.
Like this painting was the seller's late husband's. He was like super prolific in the Central Valley and had hundreds of
Oh,
paintings. And
I like
yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah, don't forget that idea.
Without it sounding like a Studio Plum marketing device, like sure you can use it for marketing, but something that comes from the client's POV of like why things they should remember about their home, the story of our home. Because there's also like stories that we used to inform the design overall, like why we chose this color, or like there's peacocks in the bathroom, your primary bathroom wallpaper, because your love of Indian culture and peacocks are a big part of it. Or, like whatever, like I have so many stories. I'm just like,
Okay, I'm adding a layer after your photo shoot because this is something I feel like you would save the energy for, but it could be really great if after the photo shoot, you took some of the professional photos, added them in, also added in maybe some of those illustrative type of stories. Maybe some are handwritten on Procreate.
maybe there's a before.
Yeah. Like I'm imagining like a little book put together for your clients of like the story of your home. And it could be kind of cute, or it could be really fucking cool and editorial too. Like you could.
Yeah, because like one client right now, like your daughter was born as we were developing the concept. So we want, and then in 10 years, like
Yeah.
this is where your family was too in this time. Because I have thought, yeah, what you're saying, I have thought about doing like a little before and after photo book, but that feels a little like self-congratulatory. Like, look at the
Look what
pretty
I did to
thing in
your
it.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, look how awesome I am. Like, but if it's done more of like, this is your family's home story.
This is like a yearbook for your house this year, basically.
Yeah. And
You're
then
just
those
like,
photos
oh,
are a
wait.
part of it.
It's not the whole story. It's here are the things. And honestly, that would make it so easy to talk to people. Because I don't know about you, but like I love talking about the story of my home and where I found things and all of that. And I think our ideal clients would want that.
Yeah, like this was your grandmother's chair that we rescued and restuffed and reupholstered and refinished the wood so it fits within your new home environment, but it's a piece of your family history hiding in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
And like if I was a guest of that client, I'd pick it up and be like, oh my God, that chair was your grandmother's? That's so cool. Like you would never have thought because it's like a modern fabric now.
It's so like nicely finished and feels new. Like this is that surprise and delight. This is the, oh my God, she like, look at this cool, it's almost like a lookbook. I'm imagining like a fashion lookbook, but for the house. And then it's aspirational, but also, I mean, look, like if we're being honest too, yes, part of us wants you to share this with other people that come to your house. Because if you could afford me, there's a chance that other people in your circle might also want to like let me create beautiful things in their home. And by having this book as like a calling card, it's so much better than it's like it's better than just being like, who'd you work with? Oh, it's like, no, wait, here, let me show you like how thoughtful this process was and how like layered all of it is.
Oh my God, I am in love with this idea. And if you really like had extra credit, like Ollie Faulkner does, she buys her clients a family photo session for like their holiday cards.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't get that. I mean, if you were doing that, then of course incorporate a photo of a family. But I also think you could just do a snapshot of like, here's us like when we were doing this, and maybe they're in maybe there's in the framing of the house, like you got the family like to take a picture in their future living room all framed out.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Because then it's like somebody's a baby and then in 20 years they're not a baby anymore. Like that's so cute.
It's that moment in time because we take tons of pictures. So I could even imagine just like a little collage of certain process moments, which they're going to have stuff, but putting it more into this little booklet, it feels cooler. And what are we talking about? Like, it's maybe like a little collage of 6 photos at the bottom of a page that's really colorful and pretty, or the background is an image of the house with the little process ones in front of it.
Especially if it's a renovation. Yeah, like my clients that moved into her grandmother's house, her mother was raised in this house and now they're third generation living there. They have like I have photos of her grandmother's original kitchen. So it doesn't look like that anymore. So to have it there as a memory and like oh my God, that's what it used to look like. But also, oh, that was her wallpaper. I would have forgotten. Or if like you saved a scrap of the wallpaper and put it in.
Man, okay.
Or like if I had a scrap of my
or a picture if they drew in the wall,
from
like write
parents.
a message to yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, this is blowing my mind.
Now it's like a little time capsule.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool too. Okay, I'm imagining at the back of the book, or maybe in the book page. Do you know how they make like a cardstock? It's made out of cardstock usually, and it's a little
pocket,
like an envelope pocket that goes on top of the paper. But that would not be hard to, you could have it printed by whatever printing company and then add that piece on later to like put some stuff in. And maybe they want to add a few little, like maybe that page is its own, maybe that pocket is meant for multiple things. Maybe there's a couple of them, who knows? But I think it could be really cool.
Yeah, not every project is going to have everything either. Like if it's a new project, it's not going to have it, but a new build. But yeah, oh, I love this story.
This is really, this is the storytelling of a home. And like doing something really sweet for your clients that, I mean, if you're already somewhat graphically inclined, this is not too challenging, but like
if you're already having trouble getting the care instructions together though, like who do I think I am?
I mean, in reality, you have not had that much trouble. You've just had some gigantic purchasing projects and you were building that stuff like as you were doing those projects.
Yeah, the processes. Yeah. And it is something that if you knew you were doing it, you could create it as you should be creating it as you go and like kind of building the scrapbook, because it's also helping inform like the case study or whatever how you're gonna market the project later.
Right. It's going to come back one way or another that you want to
Like you
know
should
what
be
happened.
outlining something. This would have more personal anecdotes
Anecdotes?
for the client that you want to share publicly, but this is cute.
I like it. And then maybe there's like that, depending on how your clients are. Like sometimes I'll razz my client. I have that ability, I guess, but I'll just be like, oh my God, like we'll come into something when it's done. I'm like, oh my God, remember when you were crashing out about this? And they're like, I know, how embarrassing. I'm sorry. And like, and then I'm just like, you were under a lot of stress, but doesn't it look beautiful? And they're like, yep. Like it does.
Remember when we installed the whole studio and put all the furniture in, and then the ceiling had to get repainted? But there could be like funny pictures of the contractor repainting it, like if it's not something they had to pay for.
I'm hearing this as that there should definitely be a page or something in that book that reminds people that everything isn't perfect.
It was a process.
Yeah, hey, look, this is how we grow. This is how this is what it involves. And there's a little bit of the grittiness, but then it's really cool to see it put together. This is a fun idea. We just yes-anded all over it. Like,
you're welcome, everybody.
Enjoy, hotties.
I do my best work in real time with a microphone in front of me.
And with a parallel play.
Yes.
Yes, every time. This is how true creativity works.
Okay, well,
according
I have
to
to get to work on that.
Not you texting me later today with like a whole Canva template and a book. Like,
So today I have to finish. I'm just going to have a accountability moment. I have to finish my Texas project case study and put it on my website. I'm
okay.
65% done.
Ooh.
Because my magazine cover comes out in by the time this airs, like within a week, I think.
What?
I know.
Wait, where do I get one if I'm not subscribed? I got to go to like a Target or something,
airport?
maybe?
I don't know.
No, there are other places. I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like I've seen them at Barnes & Noble.
Well, it's going to be HGTV magazine, if I haven't said that. Yeah, Barnes & Noble. Sometimes I'll see it at grocery stores, but I don't know. Magazines are like hard to pinpoint.
And then, I never understand the circulation at all, really. Like, I'd never understand, like, well, why is it here now? But then I've never seen it here before. Like, it's always kind of hit or miss.
Well, and you're like never looking until you're looking. But
I'll drive around. I find it.
I tried to buy one before our shoot just so I could just see for reference, like what they were doing recently. And I think I had to go. I think I found it at the airport, but I was at the airport.
You're already going to travel.
Yeah, so I don't know.
But you're going to buy like multiples, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it weird? What do people do with theirs? Like, I just have stuff that I had, like I didn't have like a spread or anything, but I've had like small features or single photos put in stuff. Like, what are we doing with those? Are we framing them? I
just have a magazine file full of magazines with so many, but they're mostly just little, like you're saying, article things.
So now I'm just trying to think. I'm like, well, what do I do? What should I do with it? Should I frame them? Should I put them up? Like, is that weird? I don't know.
Should you put them in a booklet and pass it out to your clients?
I don't know. Like, don't you think there is something like if I walked into like an AD 100 firm's office, I don't think I'd want to see their ADs up on the wall, but I as the designer feel like those are like a my office thing maybe.
Yeah, if I had multiple covers of magazines, I think I might have a little brag wall. Not behind me on this Zoom right here, but somewhere.
This makes sense because your image is on the cover, but like I wouldn't want like Drew and Jonathan Scott from their magazine where I had a couple images. Like I would just want...
No, or like an article. Well, maybe.
I think because I'm not a natural big celebrator, it does feel like that is kind of something people would celebrate. Like that is Like some people would like, they write a letter to Obama and then he writes the thank you letter back and they frame that for the rest of their life. Like,
Yeah, or
it's like
if you
it's
have a little coffee shop, you're going
So
to put all the articles up. And I look at them. I'm like, oh, they were in Best of Sacramento. That's cool.
yeah. Or like Eater LA said it was
Yeah.
this about the taco place. Like, yeah, I do like seeing
So in your
that
office, I
recognition
think
for
it
them.
totally makes sense for clients to see, because
Yeah.
otherwise you're not talking
I've
about it
never put
again.
I know I've never put any of them up. I'm thinking about that right now. Like, it helps to see your accomplishments. It's why people put up their diplomas and stuff. But like, mine's literally just in a box with legal documents and, you know, divorce decrees and shit. Like, it's just like,
Parents gave me a frame, like they bought one of those like double frames with like a illustration of the front of the school, Chico's school. So I have it framed, but actually don't know where that is.
it's like the stuff you find. You're like, why didn't they, like, even when my grandparents passed, I was like, why is this stuff put away? This seems kind of important. But then you realize, like, oh, it's an entire life lived. And that happened when they were like 20 or 23. Like, let's say it's graduating college for most people. And then they went on to experience like a whole other 50 to 60 years of their life. Like, you have such distance on those things. It makes sense why some of that stuff gets put away. But I do think there's a version of me who is going to look back on those first magazine and small features and go, damn, bitch, you did it. Like,
or just
damn,
the magazines
bitch, like,
themselves are nostalgic. Like a few of the
Yeah.
ones that I'm in are in Sacramento Magazine, which is now no longer with us.
Defunct. Yeah.
So that's nice. And no one else does home articles, I guess, in our entire region, which
I think that's so silly when the whole world of social media is showing us how people live constantly and there's so many more stories to be told. I would
And the
love
only
to
reason
see
I'd pick up a
more.
magazine is to look at an interior. I know that's a me thing or us thing, but
If it was a
I'm about to.
multi-topic magazine that was local, that was talking about food and events,
Yeah,
and
we have one.
that, like, why it doesn't include home or garden is so silly, because that's a huge, I mean, look, here we are inventing something for you to pitch to a magazine.
No, I'm already.
that-
I've been thinking about this the last couple weeks. I need to do some research and make sure I'm not talking out of my ass, but I am gonna fire off a letter to the editor because it's bullshit.
It's a silly thing to ignore
Well,
that
I
part
think
of.
they ignore our entire industry here.
What do you think, specifically for a reason, or?
I just think we've been overlooked, and it comes through in the lack of showrooms, the lack of any kind of representation. I just had another vendor come through, and it seems like everyone has now realized, oh, there's designers in this backwater city.
Oh my God, not a capital city. I wouldn't call it that. I would not call it capital city.
Capital cities are
backwater.
always like in another city's shadow of every state. Like that's like a thing.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to compete against when you have like
every
Los
state,
Angeles,
though.
San Francisco, even San Diego gets a lot more play than Sacramento.
But every state, think of the most famous city, it is not the capital. That's a thing. It's like a known capital city, like afterthought place.
Do you think if it was easy to move capital cities, though, they would be more, right? Like if it was easy to move a capital, like when you're like establishing a capital, you're like, well, everyone's going to be here. And then people don't.
That our industry is government and other cities' industries are other things, like and that make more money. I'm sure somebody smarter than us knows why.
Sacramento County is like 1.5 million people. And then if you add like the metro area around you, it's like,
and the foothills and the valley cities.
Like there's like, that's a significant, and the idea I think that you're latching onto is like, everybody has just lived in the shadow of like, oh, well, San Francisco has all the showrooms. Everything has that. And now design has changed so dramatically, and the home world and the home industry has changed so dramatically since then, that now San Francisco feels like, well, that's not us. That's not where our community wants to be going.
Well,
we want to
never
be,
has.
Yeah, we want to be doing it here.
I'm not even talking about being in the shadow of other cities. I'm talking about within our own community. not being acknowledged. Like, we have a design week that started 5 years ago. I know the people who started it, and interiors are never invited to anything. They have like open studios, and it's all marketing, graphic design, and advertising. Sometimes they'll bring in architects, which great, but it's not the whole story.
Or even landscape design is like, there's some amazing gardens throughout your communities. Like, it's weird that none of it gets any interest.
I just think we are in our own little bubble, and having been in that other bubble and now in this bubble, there's no overlap. And I feel so distant from the little like downtown agency bubble. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. And I think like, especially since COVID, it's total bullshit because we did so much the last 5 years. Everyone else is flailing around, like the restaurants, like, everyone else is struggling.
Yes. Retail in general.
We're still doing
plugging
it
along.
So I'm going to write a little letter.
Do you think there's like a beef, or it's just like we didn't even think of it? Or
I have my theories are male-dominated industries versus women-dominated industries.
Yeah. And
women not speaking up. Like, no one's also written a letter to the editor being like, hey, SAC Mag closed. That was where we would get our work featured and get clients locally from. Like, I did get clients from that. No one's probably asked.
And I'm trying to think of like their mission would be to like be kind of this like wheel in the center of like an influence. If you're circulating any type of publication, your goal is that you want people to come to you to find that information and get used to finding good things from you. And then you get more circulation and advertising.
And I'm sure it has to do with advertising as well. Like there tends to be a lot more of the commercial projects being talked about because they're commercial advertisers. Like a residential interior designer doesn't have a lot of, we're not paying them.
Yeah, I think it's just like choosing to ignore a segment of the market who's like, well, I'm not building a dentist office or a commercial office building. Like I want to look at nice things in my neighborhood too. I want to see someone's drought-tolerant garden that doesn't look like a drought-tolerant garden.
That's what people would actually buy the magazine for. Like my argument is that would actually sell. Like I don't care about like a cute little walkway on the Capitol. I mean, okay, we have the article, but like it's not going to make me pick up the magazine.
Right. You want to, if you're a homeowner or someone who's interested in the home space, you're going to want to see it for what other people are doing.
Person.
Or just a person.
A person with eyeballs. Like that's what we want to look at. We live in homes.
They're selling it to businesses all the time. They're just like, our magazine gets a lot of advertisers.
But like, we have to sell it to people in the circulation to actually buy the subscription. I think it's short-sighted. I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just maybe it is, but I doubt it.
It might be. I mean,
I think they don't have it. Like there was a great editor who did most of the articles for SAC Mag. I know she doesn't do it anymore. So maybe they don't have somebody who wants to write them necessarily, like asking to write them. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, because you're not volunteering to be the editor yourself. You're just like, this is a huge gap that you guys are missing.
I just like to complain.
But I'm really proud of you for
purpose.
For the purpose is like, hey, this is so silly. Like if it's on accident, and then now you guys know, and you can't say you didn't know that this is out there. But like if they intentionally keep moving forward like that, then you're like, okay, we understand.
We're not part.
You don't want us to be in that community. Like
I just think that it's a missed opportunity.
100%
for everybody.
100%.
So I'm gonna write the editor.
Go exercise your rights. Write a letter to the editor. Do all the things.
I'm in my Karen era.
This is like a value. This is like, hey, I want I want creativity in our community, and I want people to see that. And it's silly that you guys
I just feel like so much of this town is run by like commercial developers.
Yeah,
and it's
that's true everywhere. That's true in so many cities now.
Dudes in khakis, like that's
Do you know
great.
how the thing I drove past this? So there's this development near me. If you guys are familiar with Long Beach, it's near the airport. It's called LBX, which is like the airport name, but it's a commercial development, and they built this big. It used to have like big commercial manufacturing hangars, and at one point they wanted to try to save one of them to turn it into like a food hall inside, but it ended up not making it through construction, and they actually rebuilt a gigantic hangar just so they could still keep that concept. It's cute. The problem for me is like once you leave this immediate center of restaurants and some outdoor space that they built, then it's just a whole mile of gigantic commercial office building. You know those big tilt-up concrete ones where there's like not many windows? They're nicely landscaped. They're okay buildings. They're not gorgeous. But my gripe with so many of them is something that I think didn't translate from high rises, because you would have like a big tower in, say, downtown LA. At the base of the tower, there would be a coffee shop or a bagel shop, and sometimes multiple things because it's a huge footprint sometimes. And so you get a little bit of like commercial traffic right there.
Yeah, Sacramento's development has been pretty good about that.
But then ours, this one specifically, I think it's so stupid that they've built all these big buildings, commercial buildings, all around this one development. But of course, the development is like at the major road with all the restaurants and shops in the hangar. But then all those big commercial buildings just go on for a mile behind it. And everybody who works in them, like you can go at lunch and like clockwork, they're all just like pouring out of these buildings
It's like
constantly.
Joe versus the volcano. Like they're all just coming in and out like little ants.
And it's so silly to me because it seems so obvious that you should have built in some commercial spaces into these big areas where no one wants to have to get their car to drive the mile down on their lunch to the big eatery area. Like they want to either walk it, or they can't leave the building that often, or they don't want to, and they want some small things in there. And I was like talking as I was driving with Sammy, and I was like, why is there not like a CrossFit gym at one of these buildings? They're all just made of concrete. Like it would be so easy
full
to
of
like
bros.
It would be yes, like hello, like I'm not even a marketing genius, but I know that this was a stupid development decision to not have more of that, and maybe they didn't think it would happen or whatever. It's just like the stupidity, and it's being cheap, and it's also like, well, we don't care about community, we care about cost per square foot. And you're like, that's the attitude that I'm like, damn, the world could be so much nicer for just like an extra 10% of effort. It would be so beautiful to see a lot of that mixed use space being intentional and planned again. And people wouldn't be so desperate to abandon these commercial spaces at night if it was like, oh no, I'm hanging around here. I have a 5:15 yoga class in the, like around the corner.
But LA did
and
that with their entire downtown. Like
I know. We never hit critical mass before the pandemic. We were close, and then no one wanted to live in downtown LA anymore, because why if they're not going to work down there? And so I feel like the dream of downtown LA, and also again, corporations ruin everything, but yeah, the corporations came into the arts district, and there's no more artists in the arts district, and then all the spots are too expensive for them. So now like they're all out in the valley or spread out, or it's only the big, like the artists who made it, who can afford a studio space down there. And then that's not accessible to everyone anymore. So people don't go there. Like, kind of sad. Damn, we really loop back on that one. This episode was brought to you by corporations
corporate
who ruin
greed.
things. Corporate greed. Corporate greed. Yeah.
Corporate greed and Karens.
And that's a total joke, because we actually do have sponsors that we love and enjoy that are on our show. So like no shade to our
They're
actual
not
sponsors.
greedy, though.
They are not included in that company. And
Yeah.
we don't have that
They
problem
support
with
designers. They support
exactly.
small podcasts.
And they show up where we are.
They support
and they
the
ask
whole
us
industry.
to show up where they are.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's different. It's differently different over here. You know? Anyway. Well, should we wrap it?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, until next time.
Stay hot, designers.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
For more on what we talked about today, check out the show notes.
Your support helps us grow, so share with your design besties.
And subscribe and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
Our conversations continue on Instagram.
And be sure to download our monthly resources on our website and our Patreon.